Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Shelly, and I'm I'm Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Shelly, and I have not made a video in quite a while. I don't really have too many videos on my channel, but I really would like to change that. So here goes. Basically, I'll tell you a little bit about myself, since this is going to be like one of my first, I guess, in-depth videos. I did I think it was like supposed to be like a sober diary thing, but God, it's been like, I want to say at least 3 years since I did that video. I'm not going to take it down off my channel just because I made it with good intention for a purpose. Obviously, I didn't really stick to that purpose. But this video is going to be kind of, I guess, along the same lines. Basically, I wanted to, I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself first. Well, like I said, my name's Shelly, and I'm 30 years old. I just turned 30, like, a couple weeks ago. Mom of 3, so that keeps me pretty damn busy for the most part. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. I'm engaged, and, I work pretty much full-time at a meat packing factory right now called Tyson Foods. But today's video, is gonna be about, basically, I'm gonna make this the first part of, I guess it might turn into kind of a series if I get enough likes and comments about it, about people wanting me to talk about it more. I think that this is really a subject that actually isn't talked about enough these days, and that is battles with alcoholism among people basically my age, like younger people. Like I said, I just turned 30, and I think, like, a lot of people don't think that, the stigma is that people that are younger don't really have problems with alcoholism, or, me personally, it's more so binge drinking that I kind of still struggle with. My last binge was, I want to say it's probably been almost a week now, and before that, I had gone a very long stretch, actually, and it was probably about a 3-week stretch. It was almost a month, and I felt really good about that, because up until now, like I said, I have 3 kids, and my oldest one is 13, so there was a huge gap in between my first and second child. My second child is 4, and then the youngest one's 5 months. So there was, a pretty significant gap, I would say, but especially between the first and second one. Anyway, getting off topic. So my point was, except for when I've been, I guess, pregnant with my kids, I haven't been able to go so long without drinking, and I just have really been trying to, like, really lately, like the past couple months, I guess, been trying to delve deeper and really find out why exactly that is, because I'm like, there has to be more answers. There's got to be more out there, more information. Somebody's got to know something more about this thing. I mean, I know that alcohol dependency is like, at a certain point, it's physical, but a lot of it's mental, which honestly is, I think, maybe even harder to deal with than the physical dependencies sometimes. Maybe not for everyone, but for me at least, it's like, you know, like the ritual of drinking, and like, I almost actually, I don't know if anyone else can relate to this, but every time I've like went a long time without drinking, and then I like get that thought in my head again, to where I'm like, you know, one half of me is like, you know, you're doing so good, like, you haven't even really been thinking about it, like, just keep going, it'll be okay, like, you really don't need it. More often than not, at least for me, and I'll probably go more into this in another video, but more often than not, it ends up causing me, like, more pain and trouble than what it's ever worth. And I guess some people can drink, like, in moderation and have it not cause issues for them. I'm personally not one of those people, I don't think. I mean, you know, it's caused me issues enough times over the course of my drinking career that, for me to know that probably, I would say about 90 to 95% of the time, when I drink it, it causes me a problem. Whether that's having a terrible, awful hangover the next day, which I don't think anyone enjoys that. I know I don't. I mean, like, who enjoys a hangover, right? So, but then, you know, I don't know, there might be like a 5% where I'll have a few drinks and then I'll either stop and be like, oh, I just don't feel like doing it anymore, or, you know, like, it's just not really doing it for me tonight, or whatnot. But I don't know, man, it just, honestly, I'm just really getting to the point to where I'm just like, it's really not fucking worth it. And I feel like I want to share kind of, I guess, how I made it to that, or I am making it to that point. I mean, like I said, I'm not, like, at this point, I've probably only got, like, almost a week sober again. It's still kind of weird for me to say sober, because I guess I'm still kind of a tiny bit in denial that I have an actual drinking problem, but I know that I do, so trying to be more open about it. But anyhow, I have, well, now I have personally known, unfortunately, 3 people who have now died due to alcoholism and ultimately, I guess, liver failure, and it's really fucking sad. Like, one of the people was immediate family. He was my uncle, my mom's brother, and I'm not exactly sure how many years it's been now, but it's been a while now that he passed away, and he was sober for, I mean, years, and then he just got that thought in his head, that that just take one drink thought that we all know about, and it turned out to be deadly for him. And I'm not saying that's the story for everyone, but his body was so used to not having it anymore that when he went right back to drinking how he used to again, it was just like, and within a few months he deteriorated and then he was gone. And I got some, like, even though, like, I'm not gonna say who exactly this person is, because I didn't really know her that well. We did meet a couple times, and I know, she was really close with another person that's, in my life, and, somebody else that I know, she was really close with them. And so I'm really sad for this other person. I'm also sad for her because, you know, I heard earlier while I was at work that this person had passed away suddenly just, I guess, last night, from what I understand, from liver failure. And this person was like my age. I mean, she was like maybe 32 years old. And it's just so sad and crazy, and it really makes me think, like, I really feel like, I mean, I don't blame anybody that has a vice that gets out of control, or, you know, any addict for that matter, because, like I said, there's different elements to it, but it just makes me so sad, and it makes me think, like, I know, like, ultimately, I don't think anyone ever wants to die, and it's just so sad that lives get cut short due to certain things that we choose to do, and, well, that we initially choose to do, and then it just gets out of hand, and before you know it, it's like so sad. And so, you know, I think it's important to just kind of spread the word about this, and how alcohol actually is affecting younger and younger and younger crowds. It's not just people that are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever, before your body is just damaged to the point to where it says, fuck it, I'm done. Like, I don't care what you're about to do, but I've had enough. And it just says, you know, it just quits on you. And it's just so crazy. I really don't want to be a statistic, and I don't think that anyone does. So, I mean, maybe if, I mean, all of my videos aren't going to be on alcoholism. I'm probably going to make some videos on mental health, because I forgot to tell you guys, I'm also diagnosed with bipolar 2, chronic depression, anxiety, PTSD from abusive relationships that I've had in the past. And I'm more and more every day suspecting that I might actually have undiagnosed ADD, because I'll get something in my head and I'll just, like, want to be focused on this one thing, but then I end up going in 50 billion other directions, and kind of like I feel like this video is doing now. I've never really been great at processing thoughts and putting them into words, but I'm doing the best that I can here, so bear with me, please. But yeah, the basic message of this particular video is that younger and younger people are just straight up like dying out here from alcoholism. And I heard something recently that I'd like to share with you guys that really it really hit home with me. I mean, and it's that I found this guy recently called the Stop Drinking Expert. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him. But basically his message is alcohol is and I can't take credit for this line because like I said, it's the Stop Drinking Expert. This is his thing, but he says alcohol is what is it? Attractively packaged poison. And, you know, to a certain degree, it really is. I mean, if you really look up what alcohol actually is, like, I mean, number one, it is a drug. I don't care, like, who you are or what you say. Alcohol really is a legal drug. It just happens to be something that you drink instead of, like, smoking it or injecting it or whatever else, you know. But you know, anything that I think, like, alters your brain or your state of consciousness or your mind is a drug. And so alcohol is a drug. So it just happens to be my drug of choice. Because of my anxiety, I can't really, like, I don't know, nothing else really does anything for me. I haven't tried, like, really any hard street drugs, so I can't really speak for that, but I've tried, like, weed and stuff, marijuana, and for whatever reason, unless I'm drinking, marijuana does the opposite for me that it does for other people. It gives me anxiety, and that's just me, so I just kind of don't really do it. Don't judge people who do, but it's just really not my thing. Alcoholic brings me down, so that's why I guess I like it, or think that I have thought that I liked it all these years or whatever. But back to the attractively packaged poison bit. So, I really like how he puts that. I think it makes a lot of sense, and especially, like, putting it briefly, thinking about, just think about how you feel the next day after you've went on a drinking binge, or even just drank a little bit. Like, you more than likely the next day you won't wake up feeling absolutely perfectly fine. I know I have never really woke up not feeling at least a little bit of the effects of what alcohol does to you. And I mean, it dehydrates you. It's a diuretic, so it sucks all the, like, water and the electrolytes out of your blood and out of your system. And, you know, our body is, like, mostly made up of water, so obviously that's going to make you feel like absolute garbage. So, like, you know, that's a no-brainer. This is tea, by the way. Mouth is a little bit dry. Kind of feel like I need a cigarette right now, because this is kind of a deep subject, but I didn't bring them out with me, so fuck it, I'll get one after I'm done recording the video. But yeah, like I was saying, like, if you just think about what alcohol does to you, like, or how it makes you feel, that should just, like, be a red flag to us about how fucking shitty it makes you feel after you do it, and after you start coming down off of it, I guess I should say. And so, you know, It's like I'm getting a little hot because I'm in my car, away from kids. So, but, you know, like, just next time you drink or think about drinking, just think about all the times that you've had a hangover, like a really super shitty hangover, and just how bad you felt. And think about why that is. Maybe even research why that is if you want to. I know recently I looked up a couple videos on, like, how exactly alcohol is actually made. And honestly, it's pretty gross to me. It kind of grossed me out. Like, I was like, really? Ew, that's what we're, like, that's what I'm putting into my body? Like, ew. It's not very nice. It's like, I feel it looks like how they would make, like, a chemical for cleaning or some shit. And honestly, we do use alcohol for cleaning stuff. Like, we use it to it's a disinfectant, I guess, basically, really. And some more information that I got lately from doing research is that it's like how if you put bleach in a petri dish with living cells, it kills everything. Or if you put it in a petri dish with bacteria, any living organism, it'll kill it. Well, alcohol does the same exact thing. And it's like, I mean, no shit, it's gonna end up killing us if we keep putting it into our system. But I feel like this is starting to drag on and on and on. And I didn't really, get any facts together or anything before I did this video. I just kind of wanted to do a quick rant and get some stuff off my chest. Because, like I said, getting that news earlier was just like, man, I really feel like this message needs to be out there more than it is. That alcohol is really a poison. I'm not downing anybody who still wants to drink or, anything like that. I just think I'm personally gonna really try to take a step back and get some more time sober, like even more than I did this last stretch, and see how I feel. Because I know that this last stretch I had, like, I was getting so much shit done, like, I was on top of things. It's already really hard for me to stay on top of things as it is with my depression and anxiety. I'm actually really OCD. Not a little, a lot OCD. And then the possible ADD, like, I get overwhelmed really easily. And I have a lot to do because, like I said, I have 3 kids, so. And with mental illness and battling back and forth with alcoholism and binge drinking and stuff, it gets to be a lot. And so, but I feel like I just am so much more on top of things when I don't drink. Not missing days of work, which I really can't afford to do anyway. And, but, I try to just not beat myself up about things like that. I mean, you really can't. All it's going to do is continue to bring yourself down, and that's not what you want. You want to move ahead. So I'm just trying to focus on making myself and making things better. And like I said, if you guys want me to delve further into things that have actually gone wrong for me when I have drank, trust me, I've got plenty of stories I can tell you. And if you like this video, I will definitely make more videos. And I'll be as real and as raw as I can. Because, like I said, this is kind of new-ish for me. But I feel like it's a great outlet. And I feel like this message needs to be out there for people. I know I've enjoyed watching a lot of videos that I've looked up when I'm, like, in the midst of my despair and stuff from drinking and I'm just discouraged. Like, watching videos of people who have had success and stuff really, really helps. In fact, there's a YouTuber that I really like to watch. He has a lot of good information on alcoholism and beating it and delirium tremens, DTs, like alcohol withdrawals that he's been through. and his name is Sacred Serpent, and he's a really cool guy. I like watching his videos. So if you guys want, check him out. He's really cool too. And as far as this subject goes, there's a lot of YouTubers that I really love. I mean, but that's just one of them. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep, you know, try to stay positive, and I hope you guys can do the same. And like I said, this was just kind of like a random rant, but I hope it helps somebody. I hope it encourages somebody, at least. I mean, I have other, you know, issues besides just the binge drinking and all that, and the mental health. I mean, I've got some self-confidence issues as well, and I mean, you know, I just like I said, just trying to encourage somebody today. So if you're my age, or any age for that matter, but especially people that are my age, like a younger-ish crowd, and you've been battling with it, and you're like maybe embarrassed, or you're in denial, or maybe you're just like doing really good and you've had a stretch where you haven't drank, but if you're thinking about it, know that I am right there with you. And even though I'm not thinking about drinking today at all, because it hasn't been that long since my last binge, and I was feeling extremely shitty the next day. I didn't go to work because it was on a Sunday for whatever reason when I chose to do this, which is really stupid. And you know, I ended up missing work, and I ended up feeling like dog shit for like 2 or 3 days, and it's just not worth it. So if you're watching this and you're feeling like I think that I want to drink, but I'm looking for somebody to tell me why I shouldn't, that's why you shouldn't. Because just think back to the last time that you went on a binge or whatever you did, and how shitty you felt the next day, and versus how maybe productive you were when you weren't doing that, or your stretch that you've been going on. And just keep it up. Just keep it up. And it's really all I got, I guess, for right now. So guys, again, I'm Shelly, and I really hope this video... Hey guys, got my cigarette. I want to apologize really quick. I'm gonna really try to edit the video so that the sun's not fucking blaring in my face the whole entire time, because it's really distracting, so I apologize for that. But I just really don't think that I could redo all of that gold again, because it was like I said, it was super unrehearsed and candid. So even if I can't edit it out, please don't hate me, but I think the information that I was saying was pretty good, and I don't think that I could redo it, because like I said, it was like, you know, candid. So I'm gonna leave it, and yeah, so sorry. Sorry guys, the video kind of like cut out at the very end before I was able to say, if this information resonated with you, please like the video, and I will definitely upload some more videos, and leave me some comments if you guys want. If you guys are like struggling with the same thing, we gotta, like, you know, we gotta stick together out here. So, you know, like it, and if you want, you can even subscribe to my channel if you guys like what I have to say. So I hope you do, and I hope that at the very least, I hope maybe this was maybe valuable and encouraging information to somebody out there. And if so, it just makes it all worth it. And, like, you know, because I know whenever I'm feeling down, even something as simple as looking up a video and watching a video is super beneficial. So, thanks so much, guys, for whoever made it through this video to the end. And, you know, I'll see you guys in the next video. Shelly out.